The reason as to why we chose Makueni, first and foremost, we have been moving to various counties annually, but this time loud we chose Makueni, and this is because we've been having SGBV cases in Makueni. Maybe to give a snapshot of the statistics that we have in Makueni, from September last year to this year August, we had a total of 643 reported, mark my words, reported cases of SGBV. I am Wang'ombe. I'm the Principal Secretary, State Department for Gender and Affirmative Action. We are here today to start a campaign ahead of the 16 days of activism or campaign against gender-based violence. And we will be launching the 16 days in Makueni on 25th. It's good to mention that this day is observed globally every year on 25th of November, and it goes up to 10th of December. You'll be having activities throughout this period, and the reason as to why we have these activities is just to create awareness that GBV is still there. So we want people first and foremost to realize that we have gender-based violence, to make people aware that we have channels that can be used to report gender-based violence, to encourage the victims to come out and report gender-based violence, and to also encourage people to observe those behaviors that eventually lead to gender-based violence. We are also talking to everybody, right from the religious leaders. We are talking to the media. Thank God you are here. We are talking to the civil society organizations. Everybody, you come on board so that we can deal with these issues of GBV, because they drag our country down. There is so much money that is spent on medical attention related to GBV cases. This is money that we can save as a nation. It is shocking to learn that every month a total of 4,000 cases go to hospitals. There are others who do not go to hospitals, meaning that we have lots of GBV cases. In the recent past, we have lost so many lives to femicide. We want to say no to femicide. We want to say that our girls, our women have a right to live. Even our men, they also have a right to live. And I'm calling upon men as our allies. Please help us in this fight against gender-based violence. So that is why we are here. We want to create awareness. We want to tell people that from 25th, we will be launching the 16 days of campaign against gender-based violence. And that is why we have this caravan. Whenever you are in any form of trouble, there we have a helpline as a State Department working closely with HAC. 1195, call that number. It is a helpline, it is a toll-free, and it is always easy to get through. You'll always get assistance. So please call 1195. So together we will walk this journey, and we are determined to end gender-based violence. We are lucky we have our president, who happens to be our #1 champion, and yesterday he addressed this matter of gender-based violence. So the government is really determined to end gender-based violence, but we must all work together in this very noble cause.
Maybe if I may ask, why did you choose Makueni County, and what are the strategic plans ahead of that day?
The reason as to why we chose Makueni, first and foremost, we have been moving to various counties annually, but this time loud we chose Makueni, and this is because we've been having SGBV cases in Makueni. Maybe to give a snapshot of the statistics that we have in Makueni, from September last year to this year August, we had a total of 643 reported, mark my words, reported cases of SGBV. It is disheartening to note that 53 out of the 643 are between ages 0 to 9. What are we saying here? We have what we call moral decay. Things are just not right. So for that reason, we decided we have to go to Makueni so that we can launch the 16 days from there. However, we intend to have activities all over the country.
So what is your message to Kenyans at the moment?
My message to Kenyans today is that the government of Kenya, under the leadership of His Excellency the President Dr. William Ruto, is determined to curb this menace, is determined to bring to an end this gender-based violence. We are working hand in hand with the security agencies. We are working closely with the religious leaders and all other stakeholders to ensure that we bring gender-based violence to an end. If we continue with gender-based violence, it will hamper development in our country, and we do not want that. Every life matters. Girls' lives matter. So that is the message that we have for Kenyans. Our men, let us take care of our girls. Fathers, please ensure that you have some time with your sons. Counsel them, talk to them, so that they can learn how to appreciate and to respect life. We must live in a safe society. We must live in a safe environment. Thank you.
My name is Fanis Lisiagali. We are here today to begin to mark the end of GBV in this country as we proceed to the marking of 16 days of activism against violence on women and girls in this country. And we are saying women and girls because when you look at the numbers of the women and girls who have been defiled, those who have been beaten, they have suffered physical violence, the numbers are quite alarming. And this is the reason why we are saying women first and girls first, so that they are protected against all these cases. Because we run a rapid response call center. We do it round the clock, and every day we get cases of physical assault, rape and defilement. And this is why we are saying this must end. When you look at femicide, the killings of our girls and women in this country, we are saying this must end. In the recent past, we've seen figures quite alarming, and we are wondering where these women will live and the girls. Where is their future? Where is their lives? They need to also enjoy their lives. And that's why we are crying to each and every Kenyan, every person of goodwill, to look at women as women, look at girls as girls, and as human beings who deserve to live a normal life and not life of fear.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Miriam Bulbarelli and I work at Italian Agency for Development Cooperation in Nairobi. And today we are more than happy to be here. We've been supporting this event, the caravan, but also throughout the 16 days, some activation, some sensitization to really support the State Department hack in order to end gender-based violence in Kenya. And this is really our goal. We are just standing behind the government, behind hack, to really thrive this country, to end GBV. Thank you.
What is your message to men, maybe because the rate of single mothers is growing each and every day, and mostly it is resulted from gender-based violence issues. What is your advice to them?
I think my Fanny's and Madame P.S. has already spoken about this. Men are allies. We need to convince and support also men to understand. And I think, as we already said, the State Department hack, they are doing a great job in order to sensitize the whole countries. It's not only an issue of women and girls. Even men can experience gender-based violence, but also can really become allies to stop GBV. So I think this is a clear message to everyone. And I think the 16 days of activism should be something that is really important for each and every person in this country.